Hey mamas, hey parents, Zanita the Work at Home Mama here, and today for our Quick Tip Topic Tuesday, we're talking about how to get our little ones to eat those veggies. Stick around. Okay, so as you all know, I'm no professional in this area when it comes to health and food and all that stuff, but I do know what's working for me right now for my toddlers, well, my 1-year-old and my 4-year-old. So I'm going to go over 10 methods that I use to get them to eat their veggies. Now I will say in the beginning I was pretty good with making their own fresh baby food. I had my own little recipe made out, and I also gave them fresh veggies along with fruit, and sometimes steamed, sometimes it's texture, but we'll get into that soon. But yeah, establishing early on a good eating habit. Everything is a good routine and establishing a good eating habit from the beginning. But if it's too late and you don't have a little bitty baby anymore, you have a toddler or a teenager or whatever it may be, and they just won't eat their veggies, there is still hope. It is going to take a lot of work on our side. So number one, going over my notes, you're going to have to start offering veggies every single day. Now this is really the hardest thing for us as the parent, I think, especially for me. It's not something I'm used to, like having to incorporate every single day, but it's definitely something that I've started doing and it's really working really well for me. So start offering it every single day and it'll become easier after a while. Number two, cut up your veggies into small bite-sized pieces. For whatever reason, toddlers are very particular when it comes to certain food sizes. Like if it's not something that seems like they can just grab really quick and throw in their mouth, they're not really wanting to try it. So it discourages them, especially for my 1-year-old. I noticed today I even cut her sandwich up into like tiny little cubes, and she was like going away, and usually she picks at her sandwich. So today she actually ate like a really good bit of it. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. So even with veggies, that works really good for me as well. That's number two. Number three, offer a variety of veggies on a plate or a tray. So this is something more new that I've started doing because I've just been trying to try different things that can possibly work better than others. And it almost is like kind of fun for them. So just having a variety of things. Like I even have it on my site on how I do the plate. But I mean, you can use whatever veggies you want to start with: bell peppers, cucumbers, spinach, kale, whatever you want to do, broccoli. But just cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Have little veggies going around on the tray. Have a dipping sauce. I like to do like honey mustard because my daughter has a dairy allergy, so she can't have ranch. But for my son, sometimes I'll do it separate and he'll eat ranch. And if you don't want to do a dip, you also can do olive oil on the veggies. Just give it a little flavor and put a little sprinkle of salt and pepper. So that's another good one. That was number three. Number four, oh my gosh, this is so hard for me. All of this is hard for me. You have to cut back on those snacks, especially the ones that's high in sugar, like all the processed snacks. You gotta cut back. I mean, if you don't have much of it in your house, there's nothing for them to beg for other than what you're gonna offer them and give them. Eventually they'll eat what you're gonna give them. But I mean, don't do it cold turkey because that's just gonna be torture for both of you. But definitely cut back. Just don't give as much as you would normally give. Give a lot smaller portions when it comes to snacks, in-house and when you're out and about. So start to carry carrots with you, more healthier things, and this will get their taste buds going for veggies. Okay, so that's number four. Number five, hide those veggies in cooked meals. This has been probably one of the biggest things for me. Whenever I cook, I always throw in some spinach somewhere, some fresh spinach, and I chop it up really fine in like a pasta dish or something, and the kids love it. I mean, they don't really even know. Sometimes I even do kale because kale is like even better than spinach. So yeah, hide it in those meals that you cook. That's number five. Number six, You can make homemade veggie chips. I've actually made spinach chips before, and wow, they loved it. I mean, it's super quick. You can bake it in the oven. You can also do like zucchini and squash, and you can make chips out of that. So that's another fun way to carry on the go with you as well, if you don't want to, if you're cutting back on those processed snacks. So that was number 6. And number 7, make some homemade popsicles. You guys, they are not going to turn down a popsicle that has fruit and veggie in it. I wouldn't recommend just doing veggie. I mean, that's not realistic, but if you do like strawberry banana and throw some spinach in there, or even like a little bit of kale, they won't even taste it. I do it all the time. I actually have an article coming out soon with the recipe on the popsicles I make for my kids, and they absolutely love it. And they never know what's in there. So if you just have a really, really hard time with your particular eaters with just trying new veggies, go the other route with your popsicles. Try that first, okay? And then number 8, make some homemade smoothies. This goes hand in hand with the popsicles. Homemade smoothies are super easy. It's pretty much the same concept as popsicles. I can do another article and tutorial on that as well if I get requests for it, but that's pretty straightforward. You can do whatever fruit you want and add a couple of veggies in there and they won't know it. Especially spinach and kale. That's like my go-to when it comes to anything I'm blending. So that's pretty good. That was number 8. Number 9. Oh Lord. You have to be an example, mamas and parents. I'm talking to myself too. I promise I am. We have to be an example. When it comes to eating something new or something different for our toddlers or our children, they're not going to want to do it if they don't see us doing it. So if we're, preaching at them to try this veggie, eat this because it's good for you, but we're not doing it, what makes you think they're going to want to do it? Again, talking to myself here. So one thing that I do now, when I'm offering their veggie tray, I sit there and I eat a little bit with them. Like, it's good, we go back and forth and they find that fun. But another thing with the veggie tray, you can actually see what texture your child likes better. Like for mine, I've noticed they like raw veggies better than cooked veggies. So on the veggie tray, you can offer steamed carrots, steamed broccoli, not completely like too cooked out, or it'll just be really just mushy, but just slightly steamed. And that actually will tell you as well which way they like it better, which taste bud they have better. Like, because my toddler's really funny with certain textures. Like, he doesn't like stuff too mushy. So yeah, be an example. Start eating some salads or just like a little side salad. Start picking at a piece of veggie out of the fridge and just like, oh yeah, mommy's tasting. You want to taste? Like, do stuff like that. That will definitely help encourage them to try more veggies. So be an example. Number 9, watch your words when it comes to veggies. What I mean by this is that a lot of times our kids will say, I don't like that, I don't like that. But sometimes they say that because it's like the first time trying it, or they're not used to eating it. But if you continue to offer every day, and the goal with the veggie tray, let me back up a bit, is not to get them to eat every single thing on the tray, but to try it every day. And then that, the taste buds will get accumulated to that. But yeah, so if they're telling you, I don't like that, that doesn't mean that you just have to completely stop offering them a certain veggie or veggies completely at all. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it regardless of what they're telling you. Just keep encouraging them, good words. Don't tell them, oh yeah, I forgot you don't like it. Just don't even tell them that. Just keep being positive about it, okay? And so that was number 10. Those are my 10 methods that I'm currently using to get my kids trying a bunch of different other veggies. They definitely love certain veggies already, but I'm trying to broaden the horizon in that area. This video helpful, so please go ahead and subscribe, share. And if you have any tips on ways you get your children to eat veggies, please comment below, share with other mamas and parents. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next Tuesday.